It was a month ago today that there was a deadly crash at the intersection of County Road D and State Route 109. That's just south of Delta. But according to some neighbors, crashes there are not something that's rare.
A roundabout is planned to be built there years from now, but neighbors want something done sooner.
Steve Iwanek had a chance to speak with a farmer who lives near that intersection, as well as the family of those involved in that deadly crash. Steve, they don't want another family to go through this.
Not at all, Jeff and Kaylee. That's the message that Heather Cook is trying to share tonight. Her daughter's boyfriend was killed a month ago by a driver who didn't stop at a stop sign. So now she's urging more to be done. Your typical rural intersection, surrounded by cornfields and long stretches of open road. But for the people who live nearby, it's a crossroad they continue to think about.
Well, I spend a lot of time around the intersection, in the field, working and everything else, and seems like people just don't stop.
Austin Arps' farm is less than a half mile from the intersection of State Route 109 and County Road D in York Township. Traffic on State Route 109 does not have to stop and are moving at 55 miles an hour, while drivers on County Road D have stop signs. But too often, Arps says he watches drivers roll right through.
I don't know if people are in a hurry or what it is, but they just don't stop. They slow down a lot of times, and then just go right through.
For Arps, the crashes are things he sees. For Heather Cook, there's something her family lives with.
He loved my daughter wholeheartedly.
July 5th, her daughter, Elena Mitchell, and her boyfriend, 29-year-old Blaine Warnemount, were driving along State Route 109 when Ohio State Highway Patrol says a driver didn't stop at a stop sign and hit them. Blaine died. Elena survived.
He had just bought a house for them out in Defiance, in that area. They were planning on moving in. But if I'd have hugged him 5 seconds longer, maybe he wouldn't have been there.
Cook says it's a sign of a bigger safety problem. OSHP officials say they've responded to 5 crashes at the intersection since January of last year. And one neighbor who has lived here at this street corner for the last 30 years says in that time, she has seen 7 people get in a crash and die. The Ohio Department of Transportation says it's building a single-lane roundabout, but construction isn't expected to begin until 2031. So for now, even with rumble strips and stop signs,
Stop the traffic coming, at least from the east to the west, so they're more vigilant in it. Put a speed bump, an 1/8 of a mile before the stop sign, something that warns you, you better stop.
ODOT says projects funded through the Highway Safety Improvement Program are prioritized based on crash history and engineering analysis. And in this case, the state awarded more than $4 million to replace the intersection with a roundabout, a design that traffic engineers say significantly reduces the risk of deadly crashes. In studio, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.